Hello friends and fellow hypebeasts. Happy Monday. Welcome to my car. It's been so long since we've done a vlog and I don't know if I remember how to do this. But what I do know is that when I vlog, I need to have a coffee in my hand, and there's a significant lack of coffee in my hand right now. So we need to fix that, like ASAP.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get that grande iced caramel macchiato? Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Oh, that was actually a good shot. Alright, now that we've secured the caffeine, let me give it a good old swirl. Oh my god. Wow, that just really hit the spot. Now we can talk about what we actually need to talk about and what today's video is about. And I asked, and you decided, and today we're going to be doing a nice little bacon with Braylude, which usually doesn't turn out too great, but you know what? I feel confident about today. I really do. Maybe I shouldn't feel confident. But I mean, we're not making banana bread. We always make banana bread, and we're not making banana bread. I'll tell you a secret. It always turns out really bad, and I have to pay the actors to say that it was good. So today we're gonna make some lava cakes. You know, some gluten-free chocolate lava cakes. And they better be bomb, honestly. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just have to retire baking with Braylude if they turn out bad. But before we can make a lava cake, you know, we need to get some ingredients. Which means we gotta be safe. Wow, this did not work out anywhere near like I wanted it to. I can't breathe.
Drunk, I've never seen you clearer than now. We're flying high, floating somewhere up in the clouds. We're going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real, cause
we secured the bag and we stayed safe. We gotta sanitize ourselves. 1 second. See you later. Let's get baking. I actually prepared, you know, in advance. Like, look, we already have our dry ingredients. We already have the chocolate melting. Like, we're prepared. I'm telling you, it's not failing today. Today is gonna be the day that we make a good episode of Baking with Braylude. Water down below, and so we have a pretty fancy technique going on today. You know, we're using the double boiler to make sure that our chocolate is melted and not burnt. So we have our butter and our chocolate in here. We have our water boiling underneath, and then we have a nice bowl on top here, and then just get a nice smooth melt. I'm trying to do this like a real cooking show, and like look at what I have in here. Like, look at this. This is just not a professional cooking show, and I should honestly stop acting like it is one. Hello, Ivy. Ivy is our guest chef tonight, and she's just letting me know that my technique is looking very good so far, and she's expecting the lava cakes to turn out very well. Our next step is wet ingredients, and a perfect time for us to talk about Kanye and some of the things he has going on. So if you follow fashion and Kanye and sneaker news and all that stuff, you've probably heard that Kanye is teaming up with The Gap for a 10-year deal. And like what he sees, but apparently he used to work at The Gap, and he had dreams of, as he said, being the Steve Jobs of The Gap. I don't really know what that means, because Steve Jobs started his own tech company, so like Kanye wants to take over The Gap, maybe. But either way, Kanye and The Gap have said that they're teaming up to make some basically basics, essential pieces at a reasonable price. And the collection is supposed to have its first drop in the first half of 2021, so unfortunately we still have to wait a little while to see. I have egg running all down my hand. So we still have to wait like a considerable amount of time before we see what's going on in the mind of Kanye. I'm excited, but I'm also like, are we gonna have to line up outside of The Gap to get Yeezy Gap drops? Like, what is happening? But in more near future Kanye news, if you've checked out the Yeezy Supply website recently, foam runner, Yeezy, sock, sandal, dart runner, I don't know what it's called, got its first release a couple of days ago, and now there's another countdown on the website. So I don't know what's happening in 12 days. I've seen some pictures of the sandals, so we might be getting a restock of those. I've also seen these crazy boots that you can check out here, which like look absolutely insane, but they also look really comfortable, and I'm probably gonna have to try and buy some. But we all know that Kanye is a super interesting guy, so you know, whatever he does with Gap and with his Yeezy line, gonna be just something else. You gotta mix up these wet ingredients now, okay? we just got a shipment halfway through our video. And if you want to see what's in this package and want to see some future reviews of fashion and streetwear and more baking with Braylude, maybe, like only if this one actually turns out well, because I have a pretty bad track record right now, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay? We're almost at 500 subs, so you can help us get there. Alright, now back to the wet ingredients. Alright, if you're following along with the recipe at home, which is down in the description below, we've now mixed our wet ingredients, and it's now time to add this chocolatey, buttery goodness into our eggs and sugar and all that stuff. Now it's time to put our dry ingredients right in that big bowl, but we only made half a recipe because, like, you gotta eat that lava cake fresh, right? You don't want a stale lava cake. Like, that's not how this works. You need a fresh out of the oven lava cake. So let's throw this in there. And now we're pretty much done. This is actually quite an easy recipe. We didn't make a mess. I think everything's worked out well so far. But now it's the scary part, because we actually have to bake it and hope that it turns out well and tastes good. But first we've got to prepare our little ramekin guys here, give them a nice little spray. Don't do that. And then we're just gonna evenly divide our lava cake mixture here. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I think these are too big. Less lava in our volcano. Carefully fill the casserole dish with cool tap water until it reaches about halfway up the sides of the ramekins. Okay. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I had really high expectations for these, but now that I realize that these ramekins might be too big, my hopes for these have gone down, but you know what, we're gonna put them in the oven anyways, see how they turn out, and while they bake, why don't you enjoy this nice little slideshow of Mr. Kanye West, since we talked about him so much today. The lava cakes are done. They actually look like they turned out decently well. The taste will be the true test though, right? Yeah. Just flop out. Okay, never mind. Hey. I don't know how, but it flipped and it landed right way up, so that's good. We're gonna add a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream, some frozen never fresh berries. Finally, we're gonna top it off with some icing sugar. Wow, look at that. All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Roll up the sleeves. And give it a shot. Well, first of all, the middle is not lava, so I mean, that's probably user error though, right? Come on. Taste-wise, let me tell you, this is the best thing we've ever made on baking with Braylude. It's overcooked. Unfortunately, the lava cake is not lava, but it's tasty, that's for sure. So I'm gonna give this one a win, we'll give it an 8 out of 10 probably. And if you didn't get any of that, I just said I'm gonna finish eating this. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe and try this recipe out for yourself, okay? I'll catch you next week. Peace.